Bina Walker, and I am going to share with you today what we are using for 7th grade. This is going into our 5th year of homeschooling. I have 5 kiddos, 12, 10, 8, almost 6, and almost 3. Welcome to my channel, subscribe, do all the things, and hello, nice to see you. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with art that we are gonna be doing for Abigail's 7th grade. She is so excited for her kit, and I basically get the Timberdoodle kits. I absolutely love them. I cannot find the handbook. Let me find the handbook one second. In all of their kits, they have this awesome handbook, and it is like a girl's best friend or a dad, you know, whatever. And it tells you everything you need to know about every single work, and there's an awesome reading list at the very end. And they normally categorize it by, you know, the topic or the subjects. They have like book awards, they have Roman Empire, friends, family, mystery, ancient India, fables, folktales, ancient China, ancient Israel. So there's lots of good stuff. And then in the very beginning, they have a checklist, which is really great because I started out doing a daily checklist and that was not working for us. And so they also have this online. So you go in there, you type in kind of, you know, how many weeks you want to do school, for, you know, what days you have off, and then it just populates for you. And we have the Elite kit, and so I believe, yeah, here's the checklist. And so when I make it online, I remove the different ranges of, like, you know, instead of saying page 7 to 9, it just says 3 pages for the whole entire week. So this is kind of what the checklist looks like. So I'm going to start with art. This technically did not come in their kit and was an add-on, and I thought this would be really fun for Abigail to do. And it is a loop and waddle slow stitch polar bear kit, and it is just so fun. I think she'd really enjoy doing this. There is the wool felt animals, and this isn't something that I'm like, you have to finish this. This is something she can work on. She can either finish it in a weekend or do it every other, you know, week or month or whatever. And then here we have a shadow box of the Rocky Mountains. This is gonna be really cool because we are from Seattle. And so there's that for her. And this also did not come in the kit, but it is very nice to have, is a set of colored pencils. And I also got her a sketching colored pencil kit as well, that is on my Amazon like unboxing or haul videos. This is clay painting with the fingers. This is going to be so awesome for her to kind of work with her hands. And then we have now I'm going to go into the logic, critical thinking skills top like subject that they have for their courses. They have a block circuit deluxe kit. I am not too familiar with this one, but again, she had like a circuit laser thing for 3rd grade. That was super fun, and this is going to be really, really great for her. And then we have something, you guys. This is tech die, and there's all these different manipulatives that you can kind of like put together and open and just kind of use. And look at how cool that is. So I love that they kind of have very unique items to their kits. It's super fun. And they always have games in their kits, and even before we were homeschooling, we used all of their games for Christmas gifts for our friends and family and for us too, which is really great. So IQ Jigsaw Puzzle is one, and there's 120 challenges and 5 levels all the way from starter to wizard, and we like these for the car or we're waiting at the orthodontist or what have you. So for her building kind of thing, she has Fisher Technique, and this one is really cool because there's 30 different models that you can build with these, and here they all are. I need to like back up, there we go. And this is kind of fun. She likes to do these kind of building works when, you know, she's listening to an audible or I'm doing a read aloud. Alrighty, so for another game, she has Abalone, and I have not played this. Let me know in the comments if you've played this game before. But I just love all the games that Timberdoodle has in their kits. They're really good quality. They aren't, you know, plasticky, cheap kind of ones. I just like that they have even some wooden options as well. I have never played this before, and I like this one because it's, you know, kind of bumping your opponent out of the way, and it's super fun, and I think she's going to have a really good time playing with her siblings. Okay, so for history, they have this survival camp kit, and it's just really fun. It's almost like a resource book that she's going to be working through. I do not know the sequence for this book, but I'm sure it's just like a couple pages every week, and because I think it's only like 110 pages or 20 pages of the whole book. And it's just really fun to go through with this book here. And we're not a camping family. Let me know in the comments if you guys camp. I just haven't figured that out yet, because I like to camp in a hotel room. All right, so for language arts, they have Mazdas, and we've been working through this since 3rd grade, and we love Mazdas. I have not flipped through this book yet, and we like that the stories are, you know, based on true events in history, or true stories, and they're colorful. They have poetry in here. They have all sorts of literary writings, and the questions, so they basically do 1 to 3 stories per week, and in those stories they have worksheets that they have as well, and they have journal questions. And so I basically have her do the journal questions, and then one of the writings is what we're probably going to be doing for this next year, because she already has a writing curriculum. And they come with 2 massive teacher guides, and this is really good to kind of like know where your kiddo is, and then it gives you some talking points and just some other guidelines, and it's really simple for the user to use. And then there's part 2 of that. I don't know where her workbook went, somewhere in here. Oh, here it is. Okay, so here's her workbook. So for every single story, there's a section of either 4 to 6 pages, and they have vocabulary, they have organizing, you know, the literary facts and different things in your text, and then they have points of view. And I like that she kind of gets to choose. If there's 6 worksheets, I'll have her just do 4 for that subject. This coming year we might think about doing more, just because she's in 7th grade, and I want her to have a challenge with that. And then for just every day when she starts her day, I'll have her do one of these little prompts from Year of Art. And then Ada, she's a side note, she's in 5th grade, and she's doing Year of Discovery, which is really fun. She did Year of Art for her 4th grade year this year, and she had lots of fun with it. And this does come with a 7th grade kit, but my 5th grader or 4th grader really wanted to use it. So this is kind of cool for her to go through, and it's just nice to take a break from the other kind of book work. We have the Thinking Toolbox, and this year she went through the Fallacy Detective, so it kind of follows the same scheme. I believe there's 36 lessons, and there's kind of questions at the very end. And I just have her write it in a journal, just because they're 1 to 2 sentences for each kind of prompt. And it's just fun. She likes the illustrations and everything else. For grammar, we have never gone through grammar for the Well-Trained Mind. This is the teacher edition. I haven't really looked through it that intensely. I do like that the pages are very simple. This is the teacher's guide. Let me show you what the student has. This is the workbook. Okay, so this is the workbook that it comes in. Let me know if you've used this before and kind of how you guys sequenced it for your kiddo, and if there are any other resources I really need for that, because I am not sure. And then it comes with this core instructor text, years 1 through 4. I don't know why there's so many instructor. Oh, one is the key. I'm sorry. This is the instructor set. And then the other one is the key, all the answers. Got it. Okay, sweet. So she's going to go through that. We've been doing word roots and wordsmith. I don't really think she had any grammar other than the word roots for this year. We have wordsmith for her. We have the teacher's guide, which is really straightforward. And then we have her actual workbook. And she does write in this, and the lessons aren't too bad. They're probably like 15 to 20-ish minutes, depending on it. I like that they have illustrations. The pages are not cluttered. It's very clean, and it's really to the point. They can easily understand it. I love, love, love Wordsmith. It was so fun. This past year, she was an editor for a newspaper, so that was really, really cool. This is going to be in her critical thinking kind of subject, and we do critical and creative for grades like what, kindergarten all the way up to 4th grade or 5th grade. I think she had 6th grade too. I don't think she has it for 7th grade. I think this is that book that takes place of critical and creative. So this one does have a bit more words than the critical and creative. The prompts are really nice, and I want my kiddo to be able to, you know, critically think about something, obviously be able to be resourceful, solve problems, and think from all the different avenues of, hey, what if we tried this or that, or, you know, what have you. So I love this book. We always have a critical kind of workbook for them to go through. Now for science, we are going to be doing Know Your Systems, basically. So we have the nervous system, and these books are super fun. They're almost like the Dr. Bonafide books, but for older kiddos. And so this is just like a read through, and then the prompts, she'll probably just write it in her history notebook. And then the circulatory system, and it's just a fun kind of book here. When there are coloring pages, I'll just photocopy it, and then she can color it and then paste it in her journal, which is really fun. And then respiratory system. I just like the different illustrations. Oh my word, this is so gory. There was actual lungs in this book. That's kind of gross. I'm not, I cannot handle those kind of things. So for science, we're also going to be using Real Science for Kids, and this is something that is a switch for us because we've been using Science in the Revolution and Science in the Industrial Age and Science, Human and Physiology, and I wanted something that was less just a bunch of text and, you know, I don't know, it was just a lot for us to do. And this one is something I can literally hand her. She can read through it, go through the lessons, journal about it, answer the different questions, and if she wants, she's able to do the experiments online, and we can just get the stuff. And with our previous science, it was like we had to do the experiment in order to understand the lesson, and it wasn't easy for the kiddo to read on their own, and it was just a lot of me explaining what I read. And so I like that this is already kind of at the level of the child to read and understand. So this is something new that we're working with this year, and I'm so excited to use this. There is a digital something download that does come with this purchase through Timberdoodle, and it's all the worksheets and everything else. So I have to print that out, and we're so excited to use this. For math, we're using Math-U-See. We already have the manipulatives from last year, and it was like the decimal ones. And so she's very excited to use this, and the numbers are basically, there's like 30 lessons, and there's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, I believe are the actual lesson pages, and then D, E, and F are systemic review, where they basically build off of previous lessons that you've learned in previous math curriculum courses or from that lesson. And then letter G is an application page, and I just love how they kind of form it, and it's based on mastery, and it does come with a test book. So they have all 30 30 lessons, a test, and then they have a unit test here and there, which I don't see here, but I think they do. In their previous ones, okay, yeah, they do. And then they have a final test, which is nice. Okay, and then with that, I'm just gonna give her like a math notebook. I do not have them write in their notebooks. And here, this was supposed to go. Okay, now this was supposed to be in the art section. Sorry guys, I did not organize this properly. I'm trying to open it, but this person wrote this curriculum exclusively for Timberdoodle. Oh, I need to put it in a binder. That's probably why it was packaged like that. So this is a drawing course, which is really cool, that was just made for Timberdoodle. So that's kind of nice. This is, I don't know if it's a certain subject or what have you, but this is so cool. And then the DVD comes with it, so she's able to kind of watch with the lessons. I need to get a binder. So the very last, I have two things here. So for history, we're doing the mystery of history. And before, she was doing Uncle Sam, and she was doing America the Beautiful. And I don't know if this is, I don't think this is I have no idea who the publishers are. Oh, Bright Ideas Press. Okay, so there are 36 weeks in here and 108 lessons. And so she's basically going to be reading this. I have no idea. Let me know how you guys use this. I don't even know how to use this yet. Their handbook will tell me how to use this. But previously we just journaled and had journal questions at the end. So I don't know if there's prompts or what have you in here. I'll have to look into this. I did not get like a teacher's manual or any kind of instructor book for that. So we'll have to check into that. And then lastly, we have test prep. Texas State doesn't have any testing. So check with your local state if you do, but I like to go through this starting in late October, and I'll have her do 4 pages every single week. And this is just really good for me to kind of gauge, hey, where are we at? What do we still need to teach you? And oh, let's make sure we cover that if you didn't get it. And so I like using test prep. Let me know if you have any questions, like, subscribe, do all the things, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.